Hi, this is Miss Jess with the Pequannock Library, and today we're going to be making 5-ingredient peanut butter cookies. So the 5 ingredients you're going to need are 1 cup of peanut butter, 1/2 cup of chocolate chips, 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 egg. You're also going to need parchment paper. It's very important to use parchment paper and not wax paper because otherwise they're going to stick to the sheet. You've got a cookie sheet here with the parchment paper, and you've got some things for mixing and a nice big bowl. So we're going to get started. The first thing I'm going to put in is the brown sugar. Then I'm going to put in the baking soda. And then I'm going to put in my egg, and I'm going to mix it a little bit. You can tell it's going to be a very thick dough because we're not really adding a lot of liquid. Okay, now the tricky part here is to get this peanut butter out. I think, in retrospect, what I would do is maybe grease the measuring cup or the whatever container you're using, because then I think the peanut butter would come out a lot easier. I think we're doing a pretty good job considering it's sticking to everything. The recipe calls for smooth, creamy peanut butter, but I only have chunky peanut butter, and I figured you can't go wrong with chunky. I'm gonna use my little spatula there. Usually gets the little bits off. Excellent. Okay. Now we're gonna put in some chocolate chips. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, now we're gonna mix this up. I'm gonna try and evenly distribute those chocolate chips, because you don't want an all chocolate cookie and then a peanut butter cookie with no chocolate chips. It seems like such a lot of chocolate chips, but I followed the recipe, so we'll see what happens. Okay. Smells really good. Okay. Now you need to preheat your oven for 350 degrees. It's only going to take about 10 minutes to cook. So this says it makes about 12 cookies. So let's start and see what we've got here. I've got just like a tiny bit, and probably maybe want to grease my fingers next time, just because I feel like this is going to be very gooey and sticky, which I'm not opposed to, but it might get a little frustrating. I am socially distancing my cookies because you have to remember they will spread out when they cook. You might even be able to give them a little bit more room since my dish is so big here, my baking dish tin. All right, so we got those. It's a really nice sensory experience if you like to play with gooey things. So could probably just spend a bunch of time playing with this, but definitely make sure you wash your hands first. Otherwise, nobody is going to want to eat your cookies after you've gotten your fingers all in there. All right. So far we have 6 cookies. Let's see how many more I can make with this. All right. All right. How many cookies do we have now? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I think we're actually going to be right about spot on with the 12 cookies. I'm just scooping the glop, as I am calling it. Oh man. Okay. You could have probably also used maybe like a spoon or a little measuring spoon that was greased. I'm thinking that that's probably a good way to go next time. All right, there you go. And of course I forgot a napkin, so I'm not going to touch anything else right now. But basically those are your cookies. You can even kind of smush them down a little bit. That's way it'll be kind of easier for them to cook. If they're kind of really high and thick, it might take longer. So if you smush them down a bit, this is so gooey. Okay. And like I said, we're gonna put them in the oven for about 10 minutes at 350 degrees. You can, after 10 minutes, take them out and put them on like a wire rack. If you don't have an actual cookie drying rack, I take the rack, like the metal rack, out of my toaster, the little toaster oven that I have, and it's the perfect size for just putting cookies on. Basically, you just want to get the cool airflow to go underneath and above your cookies. That's how they cool faster. So just about maybe 10-15 minutes cooling, and then you can eat them, unless you're really impatient like me and you just kind of grab one right away and then end up burning your mouth. But it could be worth it. I'm not condoning that. I'm just saying that sometimes they do that. So that was my 5-ingredient peanut butter cookie, and I hope to see you guys on Wednesday. Every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. I do live story time on Facebook, and this Wednesday we're doing some very silly, goofy stories. So we're gonna have a lot of fun. I hope to see you then. Bye.